catch weight of 220 pounds. Let's meet your two fighters. First up out of the corner, his fighter trains with Elite Edge MMA. From Kansas City, Ben Lancaster! Is among the red corner. He trains with IMA. A record of 2-1. From right here in Des Moines, Shamaree!
You know, a lot of fighters like to bask in the glory of the praise of them getting announced, but Shamaree Tompkins just staying poised, looking locked in on Ben Lancaster.
Shamaree come out and got a kick cocked right off the bat.
When you throw a leg kick with a grappler, they're looking to catch that right away and take the advantage of it.
Shamaree staying active though, throwing punches, working him up, underhooks up against the fence. A lot of these IMA fighters, I see that they're good at using the cage.
Another kick caught by Lancaster.
And then a nice trip to finish the takedown.
See, I like being able to try to get some damage, but at the same time, throwing strikes takes you away from being able to escape out of this bottom position.
Yeah, you expose yourself a little bit when you have to throw them strikes too, and you just got to remind these youngsters, stay poised. You're not going to tap somebody in the first few seconds the majority of the time. Get comfortable, get in a rhythm.
Lancaster staying heavy with that 220-pound frame, and you know, these guys might have even had to cut to 220, so they might be even a little bit heavier in there. Posturing up. Tompkins trying to keep his head down. We saw this in the last fight, you know. Keeping a head down just prevents him from posturing, which is good and everything, but
we already got a cut on Lancaster above the brow. We'll have to see how that affects him.
Maybe one of those elbows got through.
And now he's side control. Side mounting, he needs to work some knees to the body.
Yep, now
or knee over belly.
Yeah, knee on belly, trying to switch into mount, and
he's
now he's giving up his back. Oh,
he's got a deep choke.
Tompkins has to, or excuse me, Lancaster, or no, I was right the first time. Tompkins has to try to shake him off over the head.
Yeah, try to back out if nothing else.
Yeah, escape out the back door.
Or get to some type of, get up to the tripod and ambi roll or something.
This is where Lancaster thrives, on the back with a minute to work.
That's a long time to work from that position, but it does look like Shamaree's kind of making some body positions where the ride's not as comfortable for Lancaster.
Yep, Lancaster is leaking from that right eyebrow. Definitely one of those elbows from Tompkins connected when he was on his back. Man, some people just say just to stand up, but how do you stand up with a 220-pound guy on your back?
Right, yeah.
I like what Tompkins is doing here, keeping his back further up on Lancaster so he can't get his arms around. Now what he needs to do is work his legs a little bit more or survive this round.
Spin, there you go. That's all you got to do. And now he figures it's his turn. A little more cage functioning. Shamaree, he had that nice reversal at the end. Is it enough to win the round? I don't know.
Yeah, it was a good ending to the round, but it wasn't long enough. You're right. Definitely more control time, but also at the same time, Lancaster sustained some damage there.
He did. He got that cut somehow, and that's going to affect him one way or another. Standing up, just the mental effect too. You see your own blood and you're a new fighter. Does it make a difference?
Great question, especially coming from a jiu-jitsu background. How often has he seen that? And does that fuel him or does that worry him?
Right.
But like we were talking about in the back before everything started, the fighter meetings said we're looking for damage. And honestly, Tompkins was able to execute more damage than Lancaster as he was going for a submission as opposed to throwing some strikes while he was on the back.
Yeah. Shamaree's got to do a little work here.
Yeah, if I'm Shamaree, if I'm Shamaree's corner, I'm telling him, do not throw those kicks to start the round.
No.
Yep. Lancaster's corner is filling in that cut. It's going to start swelling here in a little bit. Corners are going to escape as we get ready for round number 2.
Is that Josh Neer walking?
Oh, yeah. Josh Neer, Iowa Wrestling.
In his corner and
Yep.
UFC fighter.
Great experience coming out of the Lancaster corner. Very well-rounded. Lancaster looking for the body lock entry.
He's got to be careful trying to block those legs with his hands, though. One of those leg kicks. Working the body a little bit. Trying to soften Shamaree up. And another knee
Tompkins
to
is
the
doing
body.
a good job of trying to block those knees. Reverses position, shoulder strikes. Those may look ineffective, but they hold some power.
Absolutely.
Lancaster attacking a single leg. Tompkins throwing some strikes.
Uh-oh. He
Wow,
got
those
hit.
are connecting.
He took a big one.
Wobbling Lancaster.
Yeah, he is. There's some wobbling
Continuing
going on.
to throw is Tompkins, putting the pressure on Lancaster. Right here in front of us, Lancaster using that chin strap, trying to control Tompkins a little bit here. But, oh, Tompkins enters Lancaster to the mat.
Shamaree's got to control these legs here so he can get into good body position, or he's going to get flipped right back around.
Yep, good body lock, but he just falls back to his butt. Now he's giving up top position. You got to let go of that body lock.
Yeah, that was nothing there for that at all. And
now we're
he's
progressing
giving
into full mount. Seems like seems like Tompkins might have gassed out there.
Wow! Just when you say that,
another reversal. These fans are banging on the hockey boards.
And he's tired of being hit. Lancaster does not like being hit anymore. Scarf choke on now.
Tompkins, yep. Tompkins went for the choke and gave up position. Man, these guys are going back and forth.
Back and forth.
Forearm to the face of Tompkins. This is what you would expect from a heavyweight fight.
Two big boys getting after it and staying active too.
That's right. Like I was saying, I'd love to see those knees to the body when you're on the ground here, but Lancaster decides to try to progress to full mount. Tompkins holding onto that left foot, makes him return to side control.
Needs to knee to that body a little bit.
Now, Tompkins is turning his back towards Lancaster. That's the last thing you want to do against a jiu-jitsu guy.
Let him roll through.
Lancaster trying to attack a key lock here. Tompkins has to turn his chest. There it is.
He's getting it in deep.
As soon as he gets that glove off the mat, it is through. He's thinking about tapping.
He thought about it.
He's now in this position, he has to give up his back. Or Lancaster can let it go. Knee on belly to end the round.
He wanted to sit for an armbar for a minute. Yep, that's what he's trying to get to. Oh, right at the end of the round, he exposes his back.
Very back and forth round. Man, there's so much to keep track of. I don't even remember who might have even came out on top in that one.
I think Lancaster might feel like he's losing after that round, but he's not. He's winning this fight. He's just got to stay poised, not eat any more of those big shots.
And Tompkins saw some success, very truly, when he was getting him against the cage. He reversed the position, started throwing some of those dirty boxing strikes, and then grapplers are just so good at dictating the position, dictating the pace, that Lancaster was able to quell the storm there.
Yeah, switching it back and forth and back and forth. At least giving Lancaster a break from those heavy shots that he was taking there while trying to that single leg takedown.
Yeah, Tompkins has some serious power.
Yeah, he does. He can hit.
And we are ready for round number 3. Another opening leg kick.
Looks like he threw a lazy cross, maybe hoping that elbow lands a little bit.
Yep. With both fighters showing such great grit, it's going to be a war of attrition as we go towards the end of the round here. Both fighters able to, oh, good double knee there from Tompkins.
Oh, and they're slugging it out a little bit like big boys
here.
do. And he's trying to, Tompkins knows he's got him hurt. He's trying to get him to land, to go back and forth him on brawling style.
Uppercut, left hook, but then he gets too close and Lancaster's able to grab him in reverse position. Good knee. Those knees just gas you out earlier than you would want to be.
So many bad things can happen to your body when you're taking knees.
Tompkins keeps trying to strike in these grappling exchanges. And then, look, you got Lancaster looking to enter into the back again.
Lancaster's dominating this round now.
I think that was a foot stomp from Tompkins. First one of those for the night. Lancaster being heavy here. Heavy, heavy, heavy. How does that wear you out this late into a fight?
It really does. I mean, he's just carrying him like a backpack. Right now, they're carrying a backpack through the desert. He's tired, he's thirsty, and this is where the grit's going to show right here. How bad does he want it?
I think Lancaster wants that submission too bad. He could really unleash some damage here. Yeah, he wants that submission. And he pulls
him back.
Yep.
I think Tompkins getting to where he wants to just give him the submission because I think they were gassed out. These are some big boys.
He's leaning back, fighting the hands well, trying to turn into it. But he's got to get that
He's got to get his hand behind the head. He's got to bridge the back of the neck.
Yep. Don't let that top hand get under the neck. Get a 2-on-1 grip there, but he's out of that trouble, but now he's into a different kind of trouble.
Full mount here. Let's see if he's got enough energy to posture up and throw some big bombs on him.
15 seconds left in this third round with the heavyweights.
Last 10 seconds, they both know it.
There's some strikes from Lancaster. Lancaster with both hands in the air. And we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Go to the judges' scorecards for our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the decision to the powerhouse match, put your hands together for both of these fighters. To reach the decision, we go to our judges. Our judges giving us the unanimous decision, scoring the fight 30, 27, 29, 28, 30, 27, offering your winner out of the blue corner.
Yep, nowhere near enough. While he did have some good moments, Tompkins exits the cage without the victory, and Tompkins goes back into the corner of Josh Neer, bringing home a W in his debut.